Hi, this is Thundi from Booredatwork.com and welcome to another battle video. And today we're doing a battle between the Nokia N9 and of course the Nokia Lumia 800. Two Nokia devices came out this year, 2011 anyway. And you want to see which is better. Did Nokia make a mistake from moving from MeeGo, which they invest a lot in, to go to Windows Phone, or is this something where they just transfer a lot of designs over? So anyway, we'll find out which is the better device for you. We'll take a look at the hardware, but you can see both of them there. You can see how similar they are also, and there's some differences as we'll take a look in this battle video. Alright, let's take a look at our two devices in our battle video here. We do have, of course, our Lumia 800, which is a Windows phone from Nokia, and of course the N9, which is the MeeGo phone from Nokia. First of all, let's look at devices design-wise. You can see both of them sport AMOLED displays. This is clear black, of course it's regular AMOLED. You can see of course the speaker earpieces on the top. Styling is quite similar. Of course, the the Nokia N9 sports a front-facing camera. The Lumia 800 does not. The N9 doesn't have any front-facing button. The Lumia does have touch-sensitive buttons for your back, your home, and your search. You do have speakers placed at the bottom of both devices. At the right of both devices, you can see they both have power buttons the same location, volume toggles the same, although the Windows Phone does have a dedicated camera button. At the top, you do have similarities here again. You have your push slot for your micro USB connector. We slide this. Actually, sorry, I'm actually in the case here, but if you slide this out, you can actually reveal your micro SIM slots. So they do have micro SIM slots in there. 3.5mm jacks, except the difference is this has TV out through 3.5mm jack and this does not. At the back of the devices, you can see again, styling is very similar. Both have cameras with Carl Zeiss lenses, and they are both 8 megapixel cameras, except both 8 megapixel cameras, and both dual LED flash. Both record at 720p, so it's something to take note and we'll look at eventually. You can see design wise it's pretty much the same. It's got that curved look, if you will. Same thing with the Nokia N9. Only difference, the N9 of course sports a 3.9-inch display and this is a 3.7. So that's a look at the hardware. Alright, so let's get into the meat of matter there with software. You can see first of all both devices are locked, but the N9 does have a lock screen which shows a faint clock and also shows that I have messages, I have an update, and I have a download of sorts, which of course Windows Phone there is nothing of a sort. And if we actually power on devices, you can see have similar lock screen. I had slide up to reveal of course my windows, and this I slide left or right. The difference here is when my Windows Phone notifications on the Windows Phone show at the bottom here, and then the Nokia N9 they actually show up in different tiles. The cool thing here is I can actually access my notifications directly, so I can go into my 2 messages from Bowman, or I can look at my service update and I can slide into it. So you can see that I can actually slide into my update information. Actually, it jumps into my camera here. Should get there in a second. So you see it slides into my update information, shows me all the things I need to update, and I can decide to update all of those, but I will skip. Now let's go into the main OS menu here, like we saw in our review of the Nokia N9. Let's look at each device separately first, and we'll talk about the N9 second. Let's talk about the Lumia 800. Lumia 800, of course, is a Windows phone. It's got 2 home screens, if you will. One, of course, is where you have all your tiles. The other, of course, is your list of applications here. It's very simple and easy to navigate. It's got that panel view switch, if you will. And, of course, it's got the tile features overall. The Nokia N9 sports 3 home screens. Now, your home screen is first, you do have a home screen that is for your notifications. So you can see I have my notifications here, I have my weather, I also have my notifications for email, and I have my feeds to run through. So this is my Twitter as well as my Facebook combined feeds in here, you can see. And I can access them directly. Once I tap onto a feed, I can actually takes me straight to my Twitter, and I can reply on my Facebook, so on and so forth. That's one. The second is actually your multitask. This is your multitask, and you can either swipe left or right, so it doesn't matter which way you go. I have a multitask menu. I literally here you can have up to 18 multitask, 18 windows open. That's the maximum I've gone before I started noticing slowdown. You can of course hold down, and of course you can kill an application directly, or you can kill all and leave it done. And finally, you have your main home screen, which has all your applications. Now, usually this comes with all these applications installed as well as settings. It moves all the way down. These are the only two applications I installed were Foursquare and Screenshot, which are very easy to use. And you can see you can also rearrange your applications left and right. So that's the difference with both devices. Now on Windows Phone, you do have a multitask option by holding down the back key, which gives you, options to jump in and jump out. You cannot kill an application in the multitask menu. It will auto kill it for you. So those are some of the difference there with both devices. As we mentioned, this runs Windows, and with Windows Phone, Facebook and social media integration is deeply tied in to the sense where you go to your contacts, you can see all of that here. Whereas, of course, in Windows Phone, you do have a traditional contact layout. So, for instance, I can pick a contact here. Let's say contact 10. I can see I have that there in Skype. So it does integrate well. Both contacts in a sense, but I'd say probably Windows has the edge here with a slightly more in-depth integration where you have your feeds also showing up in your contact list altogether. So I swipe out, and of course here I can just hit the home button to head back to the main menu. Now, when it comes to email, both of them do have very good email clients, and I think Windows Phone has a very great email client where you can actually combine your link boxes, same as with the Nokia N9 here and MeeGo. The difference, I think, is that Windows Phone actually does a better job in aggregating your email correctly and making sure they're all intact. And also, I would say it does do a better job also sorting out your email in comparison to this. This is a very good email client. I can show you here. Same options, very easy to use, but I would say Microsoft has the edge here better because of the sync options you have with Outlook and things like that for the business customer. I have Nokia Drive, the navigation system, which is similar in a sense. I will give the edge though to the N9 because it is more feature rich to a certain degree. It does have satellite imagery. These has a few options, 2D and 3D, pretty much it there. You can see here, you can set final destination, so on and so forth. So, I mean, it's quite similar, but I would say the edge is slightly to the N9 just because it's got a little more features over here. You can see the features here in the settings here. You can see while here with the N9, there's just a deeper navigation menu, if you will. So, something to look at. I would say that's where the N9 actually wins in that category. So we swipe out. Camera, what I'll do here is quite simple. I will show you both camera videos, camera apps themselves. You can see both camera apps, and you can see in the top left and right hand corner, you can check out the camera videos for both samples for both devices and see which one, be a judge character, which one works well. I can see pretty much the cameras are very similar and take very good pictures. Quality-wise of video, I'd say the N9 has a slight edge because of its deeper options, of course, in the menu, where you can actually, manage the exposure and things like that to a high degree, which you can do also in Windows Phone, but I think it just comes up better with the N9, but that's only I would say a slight benefit there. So check out both camera videos and see which one works well for you. Now let's look at music. Now music and watching videos, I say this is something that both devices do. You do have your Zune hub here on Lumia 800, which coagulates all your music, your videos all together, and also apps that also do music videos in one spot. On the N9, you do have a music player and a video player. You also have a music store. Now the music player works well. You can see I have, of course, artists, some featured artists on top. I can sort by artists. You can see that there. I can sort by album. See that there. also. Now, when it comes to sound quality, audio quality, they're pretty much similar. I think this is basically the same on both devices. Good, clear sound, solid audio quality. Once it comes to player functionality, though, I will give the edge. Say, for instance, we're looking at Billy Idol here, so we can go here. You can see already when you tap Billy Idol on the Lumia 800, jumping straight into the song, the artist starts playing. Here it allows you to choose first of all before you start playing. So you can see the different players, and the one thing about both players is, I know with Windows Phone, I can actually play a song, lock the screen. Of course, I do have a music functionality on the Nokia 9. So play a song, lock the screen, and I also have playback functionality here. So you can see that there. I can stop the song, go forward, go back. So that you have those options with you, and I think they both work well. But I think the Zoom player has a slight edge just because it coagulates everything from your music and video into one spot, rather than you actually having to hop in and hop out with the Nokia N9. But the N9 still has a solid music player overall, so I say that's something to take note there. So we head out now. Main area here, we talk about most devices is applications, and here this is where Microsoft wins. Even though the Nokia Lumia 800 is a Windows phone, and Windows Phone only has about 50,000 apps in the App Store. Still a much better array of applications we have from the OV Store and the N9. Yes, the applications in this, there are some applications bring similarities, but nothing from major app makers that you will find. So, other than the big boys like Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, things like that, there are very few applications you can hunt down for with the N9 in comparison to the Lumia 800. Overall. So these are some things to take note and take a good look at. Now, both devices, of course, allow you to tether, so you have Wi-Fi sharing up there. You can actually go to your settings here and also find that out, and share internet. It says internet sharing somewhere around here. Can't remember where it is. Wi-Fi location. For some reason I can't find it, but you can share your internet also on the Lumia 800, and both devices have Bluetooth. The Nokia N9 has a slight edge, of course, because it's NFC capable device. So you can actually go into settings and set up your NFC, your settings for that overall. So I mean, both devices have a lot of similarities and some differences. So let's try and finish up this video and see which device actually wins in this category. So we've gone through the paces between the Nokia N9 and the Lumia 800, and I can tell you these devices are closely matched. I mean, the benefits you do have with the N9 is that it comes with 1 gigahertz of 1 gigabyte of RAM, no gigahertz, so 1 gigabyte of RAM, and this is 512. So that helps out, especially multitask functionality and fluidity. There are a lot of options here and a lot of things that they both do well. I do like the fact that music capabilities of the Zune Marketplace and music, and also the App Store does a huge deal. It plays a huge part with the Lumia 800 on Windows Phone. Hardware-wise, they're pretty much similar. They've got same cameras, which same quality, pretty much as far as I'm concerned. You also have video. Playback quality is also great with both devices. This does have a front-facing camera, but Skype on it doesn't work, so it's pretty much pointless. And this doesn't have a front-facing camera. Overall, I give a slight edge to the Lumia 800. I really like the Nokia N9, but I think Nokia learned a lot from here and transferred over, and I think that's probably what you see with this, is that the N9 is a solid piece of hardware, great device, but what holds it back is MeeGo itself. MeeGo is late, they know applications, things like that, and again, it's a dead operating system, if you will. Meanwhile, Windows Phone's picking up, so it's one of those things where Battle Video, we want to pick a winner, but I could say it's literally tied when it comes to hardware specifics with both devices. Windows Phone does have a slight edge, even though there are a lot of things we do like about it. So the winner here is the Lumia 800, So if you guys have any questions or any comments or don't agree with me whatsoever, oh well, let us know. Okay, you can leave a comment with this video. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, as well as also Google Plus. It's Booredatwork with 2 O's, and also all the links are down below. So this is Thunder saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.